Example, find the value of the variables in each figure. All right, so we need to figure out x, y, and z. So I posted multiple pictures of this drawing because we're gonna wanna see this in different ways, and I didn't want to keep erasing. So this is really just the same problem. I'm going to start with these expressions because they both have an x in them, and I'm gonna focus on 2x, 90, and x being a linear pair. So if I were to add 2x plus that 90-degree angle plus x, all together those would equal 180. So let's solve this multi-step. 2x and x, they're like terms, so we get 3x. Once I complete that first step, it now becomes a two-step equation. I subtract 90 from each side. We're trying to isolate x. Remember, x is only isolated when the coefficient is 1, a positive 1. That's a zero pair, so we're left with 3x equals 90. 180 minus 90 equals 90. And we divide each side by 3, and we get x equals 30. This gives us more information that we can plug in to our problem. So I can multiply 2 times x. Well, if x is 30, I get 60 for this angle. And if x is 30, well, this angle equals x, so that angle right there is 30 degrees. So I just gained a lot of information. From here, we could solve for, I don't know, let's look at 2y. So now we're going to focus on something different, so I'm going to use a different color. So I'm going to treat this line as my transversal. And then I know that these two lines are parallel because of the parallel line arrows. And I want you to focus on just the orange. You have your two parallel lines and your transversal. Well, if you think about it, 2y, this angle, and the 30 degrees are on the inside of the parallel lines, and they're on the opposite side. This is on the left side of the transversal, and this angle is on the right side of the transversal, so they're alternate interior angles. And alternate interior angles are congruent. So this angle over here, 2y, also equals 30 degrees. So if 2y equals 30 degrees, then 1y must equal 15. So we know that y is equal to 15 degrees, and we know that this angle here is equal to 30 degrees. So now that my picture is getting pretty full, I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to highlight this line, and I'm going to look at these two angles together. We found out that this angle, I'll cross that out, is equal to 30 degrees. So if these two angles together form a straight angle or a linear pair, we know that they're supplementary. So 30 degrees plus z is going to equal 180 degrees, which means that, if you solve it, subtract 30 from each side, you're going to get that z is equal to 150 degrees. So we just found z, we have y, and we have x. So we have finished this problem. The only other interesting tidbit that I could add is if we look back at the parallel lines and this transversal, and we just found that z equals 150. So if I look at this angle here, maybe I should use a different color. If you look at this angle here, and this whole angle here, these are alternate interiors, so they should be congruent. So if this is 150, the z is 150, then 90 plus 2x should also equal 150. So this is a way to check our work to see if we got the right value for x. So 2 times x we said was 60. and 60 plus 90 does equal 150. So that's another check there for us.